Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Andrew here, back with Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 in the TV movie car series. Today will be episode number 6, and I had a request. Not for this. That's my beautiful Ram 3500, and it's not that. That's a future project. But what we have is behind, I guess, be bay number 2, garage or lift, car lift B, I guess. We got this. Can you all see what it is? Ain't she a beaut? Yeah, I still got that thing here. We're not going to talk about that right now. We have here, which would be the 2007 Aston Martin DBS, also used in the Casino Royale movie. Yeah, so today we're going to be building it. Now, it's not going to be 100% exactly like how it was in the movie, but that's what makes it unique and different. However, it's going to be as close as possible. I do not have plates for it yet, so at least I don't think I do anyway. I may not. It's hard to say. I don't think I got body panels for this thing. No, I do not. So, while we are sitting here, I'm going to order up all of our parts. Well, body panels anyway. All those tablets, such a wonderful thing. And the good news is they're coming out with Car Mechanic Simulator 2026, which I suppose there's a completely new ordering parts way of it, where if you just order it regularly, you have the option to sit there and wait, or you can fast track the order, cost a little extra, but you get your parts right away. So kind of looking forward to seeing that, seeing what that's all about, waiting on the demo to come up. And when it happens, you'll all be the first, well, hopefully you'll all be some of the first to know, because my game plan is to record on the demo and then wait for the actual version of the game. And I will be buying the game as soon as it drops, so that's my game plan anyway. Alright, we're going to drop this down. There it is. Guess maybe I was going to start working on this sooner or later. It's kind of hard when we've got a V12 block on my engine stand there. Alright, let's go ahead, yank that motor out of there. We don't need it in there no more. Let's grab out the Type A air filters. We got 2 of them. Now the air boxes are the basis for it, for Type A. It's actually a fairly complete car. I got jokes, that's right. Alright, I'm pretty sure we... Oh, wait, I saw... No, okay, never mind. Alright, let's yank this hood off of here. Let's get rid of this fender. Headlight, you can go. This can go. Is there a back seat in this thing? No, but there's a steering wheel. Get rid of that. Keep it cruising all the way around. Taillight can go. Bye-bye. Rear window. Driver side door. And the Type A window, I guess. I don't know. Guessing that's what it would be called. And we've got a fender right here that can get yanked out of there. Perfect. Let's put this bad boy up in the air. And while we're waiting for it to go up, let's bring over a handy dandy little welder. We'll get that in place, in position. So, when we are done ripping this thing apart, we'll hit it with a welder. And then slide across here. And then we can go build that massive V12 for this thing. It's going to be a big motor. I can promise you that. Whether or not I have all the pieces for it, I have no idea. I think I've only built the V12 AM11 once or twice, maybe. Maybe, I think. I can't remember. But we're going to be building it this time around. Because, well, it's the only motor for the car. See, now, can you imagine taking a motor that's supposed to be in this thing and putting it in a little car like that? Although I got better options for motors, but it would still be fun as hell. You know what I mean? Be different, unique. Hopefully they got that feature where you can engine swap stuff in 2026. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, yeah, you can take out a motor, put in another motor, or whatever, but you're limited to what cars can have what motor. You know what I mean? And that'd be awesome if they put it so all the V8s can get superchargers, blowers, whatever, turbos. I think that'd be pretty sick. I really do think so. But I'm gonna have to wait and see what it's like. So, just from what I was reading about today, well, yesterday, it seems to be gonna be pretty in depth. You know what I mean? So, I'll have to wait and see, I guess. I'm kind of excited though. I'm not gonna lie, I really am. You know, this one's what, 5 years old now? Well, almost 5. This May, I think it'll be 5 years old, I think. So, but the first quarter is supposed to be the demo, and then I think it said the second quarter is when it's supposed to have the actual game release. So if my math is mathing correctly, the demo will be between now and March, and then the game will be between, well, April and, what is it, April to May, May to June, June, July? No, well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, somewhere around there. Somewhere between April and June, anyway. It should be released. And then, yeah, we start going nuts on that. I'm not expecting it to be a cheap game, but it'd be well worth the cost, well worth the price. So, it'd be awesome if I got an early advancement to it, or a pre-order for it. That'd be pretty sweet. I'm not going to say I've earned one, but, you know, I've put in my time on this. Anywho, we're putting in the crankcaps now, after we put the crankshaft in. Got a few of them, you know, got 5 of them in total for this big monstrous motor. Now, I tried to do it how I think Aston Martin would do it, or Aston Martin, I think it's Aston Martin. I tried to do it similar to the way on how they would want to do it, but I'm not entirely sure. If I did something wrong, let me know in the comments and I'll fix it. You know, that way then everything gets done correctly. Alright, let's put these piston rings in. So I hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or good night, wherever you're located on the big globe. Should be a fun build. Hoping I can make... I'm hoping it makes at least 1,000 horsepower. That'd be pretty sweet. Which, with it being a V12, I can't see that being a problem, but who really knows? But everything on it that we can put performance is performance on it. You know, it's the way we roll, right? I can't leave nothing stock. Even when I do a stock rebuild, I still, you know, put an aftermarket rotating assembly, which is the piston rings. I still put an aftermarket camshaft in it. You know, I still do things to up the power just a bit. But now if it's a factory rebuild, well, you know, I don't want to make the power too crazy on it. But this, on the other hand, is not going to be a factory rebuild. Oh, I thought I got the wrong flywheel there for a minute. I was like, oh no, whatever did I do wrong? You know, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm hoping for about 1,000 horsepower. Now, believe it or not, that block is supposed to be kind of like a silvery chrome color. Believe it or not. But it is not. It does not look like it. And honestly, it didn't cost me as much as what I thought it was going to be to start like buying all the parts and stuff for it. Basically, the block is supposed to be this color right here, but it doesn't always turn out like that. You all know that. I mean, it is the way it is. Now I'm going to put the seal on the head on. $1,700 later, put the cylinder head on. Alright, now we're going to put on the exhaust. The front exhaust, which would be exhaust manifold B. So if I had to guess, I would say that would be exhaust manifold C. I don't know, I wasn't looking. I just snagged it and put it on. Put in the sparky plugs. Perfect. There we go. Alright, now we're going to put in all these cam caps. I think there's, what, 10 of them per side, somewhere around there? If I had to guess. I mean, I don't have to guess. I bought them. I don't know how many there are, but... Yeah, I chuckle over something, though. People who don't get snow, saying that, oh, I wish we got snow. Yeah, no, you don't. I think I said this in my last video, too. And it's like, we just got, I think, another foot of snow, 12 inches, somewhere around there. So yeah, in the past week and a half, we've gotten upwards of almost 2 feet of snow. So yeah, quite interesting. Dang it, I had to put on this cylinder head first. Because if you look at the crank snout down there, you can see on how it's double ribbed. One for one side, one for the other side. And I believe this timing belt or chain goes on this side, and then this side goes out front. So now we know for next time. Put the driver's side on first. Again, I still didn't look. I just snagged the part and put it on. Huh. Well then. What kind of nonsense is that? The regular size wheels for this car are 20s, I believe they are. Anywho, we upgraded them just a bit. We upgraded them to a 21. Wait, what size was it? Yeah, they're supposed to be 20s. We upgraded an inch. One size bigger, 21s. You're sporting that 21 inch, man. See, out of any vehicle that takes the V12 build, this is normally the longest part, is building the motor for it. Because there's so many intricate pieces. And then these dang cam caps. They go forever, it feels like. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is. Alright. We got, what, 3 left? 2 after this. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's a pretty good deal. Alright. We got one more left right here. And then we got to put the cam gears on, which I believe they were, what, I6? Yep. And then we got the timing chain, I think. Yeah, timing chain B, V12, AM11. Put the... Yeah. They look very similar. I really wish I didn't have to look at these coils of this color. Wish I could paint them. But whatever, right? Looks like there's supposed to be a cover or something for it. Aha. So there is. Okay, we're not going to go any further. We're going to worry about getting this side all done. Let's put the timing shoes on, BV12s. I seriously get all the pieces for it? No way. Huh. I'm very impressed with myself. Alright, let's put the head cover on. Put in the ignition coils. Guess I'll put in the... What? What do you mean I don't have them? No. What? Oh no. Oh no. Got too cocky there for a minute. Shite. Is there seriously a B? Son of a biscuit, there is. Alright, well, TV magic, here we go. 101. Check and see if it's here. I hope it's here. I hope it's a speedy order. Yeah, there it is. Wait, is that it? There it is, right there. Alright, and I'm going to run back here to the paint shop. And I'm going to match it up with the other side. Okay, I use like 2 or 3 different silvers. I have a biscuit, I bought 2 of them. Alright, which one was it? Perfect, okay. Yeah, that's right, I did that. Looks like it was chrome. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Let's put some stuff on the motor. We're going to do this side first, since it's already there. Oh yeah, goofy looking water pump, eh? What the... no. Oh, thermostat? Are you kidding me? How come that never showed up? Something seems a little fishy here. I got the crank pulley. I got the idler pulleys. Yeah, I got this thermos water pump. I think I even got a water pump pulley too. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's put on the belt. And belt tension up. Good. Alright, now we're going to finish this side of the motor. I'm pretty sure I got the it's probably going to either be coil cover or the fuel rail cover. Man, talk about overlapping. Wow. Alright, let's put the throttle bodies on. Got another one over here. Now we just need, I think, the thermostat. And this bad boy is done. That's a big motor. That's a big motor right there. Alright, let's go get our other part. And it's up here. Yeah, it is. It's right there. I don't even know if I can paint this. Can't wait for my guy to get a rocket up his butt. Make him walk a little faster, maybe. I don't even think I can paint it. Cool. Wasted all that time. Running all the way over here. All the way over here. Alright, now we're going to put the thermostat on. Did I forget anything else? I don't think so. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and shiny. Now where the heck did I put the oil in? Oh, right there. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go build ourselves a car. Yeah, it's pretty close to the color, I guess. Oh, what was that? Oh man, I thought that was wrinkled. I was like, are you kidding me? I did remember the seats, right? Oh no. Oh no, I'm forgetting everything. Huh, so much for being prepared. Alright, let's scroll through here. I probably have scrolled right past them. If I had to guess, it's DBS, right? Yeah, okay. So we need 2 of these. And then, pretty sure this thing should have its own steering wheel. Right here. Perfect. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure I should have everything else. You never know. You know, lately it seems like I have been forgetting stuff. But you never know. You never know, man. You never know. Oh, yes. That's right. This is one of them type of cars that you gotta put the motor in first. Alright, well, back down we go. Let's go grab this big behemoth of a motor. Okay, back over. I think we should be on top of things right now. What's the value on this thing anyway? Not worth all that much. It's only worth $58,000. Alright. Now, let's put in the torque tube. And let's run all the way back here. Let's put in the gearbox. Perfect. Now we're going to jump on over here to rear knuckle housing D. After we put in the pipes, of course. One per side. There we go. Something seems a little fishy here. There we go. I think something just didn't make sense to me. Perfect. Now the rear shock absorber. Coil spring assembly. Rear wheel hub B. Wheel bearing. Guess something's twitching out right here. Interesting. Rear. Why have I got double of these? Huh. Must be trying to attempt to build something else, maybe. I don't know. I do know. I don't even know if the caliper's supposed to be the right color or not. Don't have a clue. But we will figure it out eventually. Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure that the car is supposed to be a brighter silver, am I not? I guess it would help if I click the install parts option. Sometimes that might help. I really don't understand why I got double parts of everything. Well, not everything, but the important ones. I really don't understand why. I don't know. Well, I guess I would have had to have bought them, but am I really starting to lose it now or something? Or I don't know. 5 axle B, here you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Put in the rear rotor, brake pad, the caliper. Heck yeah. The wheel. Me, myself, personally, I think the 21s look a little bit better on it. Probably could have went one more size bigger and filled the hole a little bit better. That's what she said, you know. No. Get that the heck. Like, why do I not? What is the deal? Huh. Something is not seeming right here. Hmm. Did I remember to buy a starter? Of course not. Why would I? I know I bought the fuse box. It's sitting right here. It's not painted or nothing, but it's sitting right there. Huh. Something is a little bit off here. Because why would I go in there and buy this part, but not that part? What? Do I got a gremlin in here at nighttime? When I'm away? Stealing my shite? Huh. I hope not. That would just not be cool. Alright, inner tie rod, here you go. Perfect. Steering knuckle C. Like, why do I got... What? I'm sorry, but this is boggling my mind how I got... like I'm saying, unless it was for another project that I put into storage somewhere, maybe? Huh. That's a bit on the confuzzled side. I mean, that really is. Alright, backing plate. Doesn't really matter which one, as long as it's a new one. Wheel hub. Wheel bearing. Brake rotor. Center cap. Nobody can see it because it'll be behind the wheel. I figured I'd match it with the caliper. There we go. Now the front wheel. Beautiful. Alright, that fits it nicely. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You know what I mean? Alright, now put on the upper control arm. The lower control arm. At least I got parts I can use and repair and... Oh yeah, I lined that one up properly, no didn't I? Alright, sway bar link B, here you go. Alright, we're going to reach around here, we're going to put in that rear bigger bushing. Dang, I got the perfect amount of bushings. Huh, those would be good for a project though. Interesting. Alright, there's the air breather tubes right there. Go from that to the throttles to the air boxes. Brake rotor. Brake pad. Brake caliper and caliper cylinder. Now the wheel, if we can get to it, there we go. Perfection. Alright, suspension is done. Now I do got to pull the motor out of the Royal Town that's right there, after I give it a bath of course. But that's here nor there. Alright, let's jump back over here. We're going to start by putting in, well, we've already started, but under the engine, in the engine bay, we're going to start with the fuse box. That's what we're going to do. And we got 4 type C's for the relays, and we only got 3. Son of a biscuit! I guess I don't have to resupply all my stuff again. Normally fuses and relays, I try to... When I got enough money, I tend to buy like 50 of each. And then I can do like, what, roughly 10 cars in a row without having to worry about it. But this time around, dang, I've been just slacking on everything. I'm gonna have to reorganize all my stuff. So I bought brake calipers, but I forgot to buy the servo. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't, but I don't really remember that. I remember the hoses though. We got that going for us, right? Alright, Type C. Here you go. Or Reservoir C, I should say. And then we got the radiator. The dual fan assembly, which will make sense. You know, it's a big motor. There's a lot of cooling. My 2013 has in it is a dual fan setup, which I think it's on the fritz, to be honest. I don't know why, but it just doesn't feel like it's cooling the motor like it should be, you know what I mean? My opinion, it's overheating, but I think I got a head that's lifting on it, or a gasket that's blown out or something. I'm not entirely sure. That'll be once I get my 91 back on the road again, running and driving and operating properly. Then that's what that will lead to, is me digging into that. If I gotta change head gaskets on, I gotta change head gaskets, right? And if I can, I want to do new lifters, and yeah, but that's a bit of a pricey expense. So, all right, what am I missing besides the battery? Body, I know. Parts, exactly, parts. What am I missing? Probably just the battery and the interior, and the license plate, but whatever. Okay, now, can we put oil in this bad boy? Or do I gotta pull that all back apart again? No, we put oil in it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice little, make sure it doesn't make a mess. Nice little spot to stick the funnel in, rest it on the intake pipe. One would think that they would actually turn this so you're able to see it a little bit better. Dang, look at that. Almost like I knew how much to put in there. Sometimes I amaze myself. I mean, I really do. Perfect. Good enough. I think now we got brake fluid, the battery, and that should be it. Bring it over to the alignment rack, give it an alignment, put some body panels on it, bring it over to Paint and Body Works, and then yeah, throw the interior in it and we're done. Perfect. Now lots of batteries. Alright, interior, yeah, we know that needs to be done, body needs to be done, but everything else is at 100, so that's good news. So let's run this over to here. Oh yeah. It's definitely got that look to it. I got the seats on the way over. I always like hearing the cars run before we do anything else with them. Oh, it sounds pretty good. Pretty full. Alright. Oh, wait. I need this, and I need this. Ooh, that one's already aligned. Nice. Ironically, the first one we start with, right? We're going to slide it up. Slide it to the right, just a bit. There we go. Slide it down. Slide it to the right just a bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Perfection. Hi, Shelf. How you doing? What you been up to? It's a nice shiny shelf. We gotta dirty that. Make her so she's not so shiny, shiny, shiny. Yeah, see, I got the body panels already. They were already brought over to me, so y'all know how that works, right? No? Okay. Put in the windshield, passenger fender, the hood, the front bumper, the driver's side fender, the mirror, the glass, the other glass, the rear window, the trunk. I wonder, is it possible to, ooh, I can. Although that would look probably ridiculous, but I might put a spoiler on this thing later and take it to the track. So, well, we screwed it up. Alright, needs a license plate. I don't think I have one. I may. No, I do not. Okay. We got just enough space in the wheels, turn tires and such. Perfect. Now we're going to run this over to the paint shop. Give a coat of paint. Yeah, see, it's chrome. I don't think so. Not today, Tim. Not today. Alright, we're going to actually brighten this up just a bit. Something like so. That looks pretty good, huh? Good enough for me. Good enough for thee. Perfectionaire. Yeah. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw it on the dyno. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, that looks about right. What are we geared at? 371. Let's bump it up to a 390. Perfect. No, not that one. So probably... Yeah, there you are. What the? Now how the heck did I screw that up? With the recovery. Good recovery, Cole. If y'all know the reference to that movie, put it in the comments. Alright, 510 horsepower at 6,600 RPM, 420 pound-feet of torque at 5,400 RPM. Let's see what the new numbers are, shall we? Go, baby, go. It's climbing. Off the charts, look at that. Alright, new numbers are 1,127 horsepower at 6,600 RPM, increase of 617 horsepower, or 121%. And our torque is now at 927 pound-feet at 5,400 RPM, which is an increase of 507 pound-feet, or 121%, pretty even. And drag rating is at an A at 612. And that's not even with slicks on it. So, but would I want to race this car? I'm not so sure. You know that? I'm really not sure. Alright, over to car lift B. I mean, overall, I guess it looks okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna put my little twist, my touch on it. Nobody wants to look into a spy's car. There we go. It's got my own little twist on it now. Alright, everybody. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And guess what, y'all? We'll catch you on the next one. I would end it. If you hit the notifications bell, you can, and click all, then you can stay up to date on all the latest videos and streams that I put out. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye, everyone.